Welcome to Peter's Studio. Today, we have a major political development in Nigeria, and many people are already describing it as a big breakthrough for opposition parties ahead of the 2027 general elections. This court judgment is creating serious reactions across the political space because it directly affects party primaries, candidate nominations, and the timetable released by the Independent National Electoral Commission, popularly known as INEC. According to reports, a federal high court in Abuja has nullified parts of INEC's timetable relating to party primaries, submission of candidates, replacement of candidates, and membership register deadlines. Many political observers believe this judgment could reshape political strategies ahead of 2027. The court reportedly ruled that INEC cannot create guidelines or deadlines that contradict the Electoral Act. In simple terms, the court said the Electoral Act remains superior to INEC's timetable, and every institution must operate within the limits of the law and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This case was reportedly filed by the Youth Party, which challenged the legality of some timelines released by INEC. The party argued that INEC reduced some of the timelines already provided by law and acted beyond its constitutional powers. Now, let us break down some of the major points from the judgment.
First, the court reportedly set aside parts of INEC's timetable concerning party primaries. According to the judgment, INEC can monitor party primaries and receive notices from political parties, but it cannot dictate timelines beyond what the Electoral Act allows. Second, the court protected the 120-day rule for candidate submissions. The Electoral Act states that political parties must submit the particulars of their candidates not later than 120 days before an election. The court reportedly ruled that INEC does not have the authority to shorten that period or impose stricter deadlines outside the law. Third, the court also protected the 90-day rule relating to the withdrawal and replacement of candidates. According to the Electoral Act, parties can replace candidates up to 90 days before an election, under lawful circumstances. The judgment reportedly stated that INEC cannot block or restrict lawful replacements by introducing earlier deadlines. Fourth, the court protected the 60-day rule regarding the publication of the final list of candidates. According to the Electoral Act, the final list should not be published earlier than the minimum period stated by law. The court ruled that INEC must respect that timeline. Another important issue was party membership registers. The court reportedly ruled that deadlines for submitting membership registers may not apply in situations involving the replacement of withdrawn candidates. This means political parties may now have more flexibility when handling internal replacements.
Politically, this judgment carries major implications. Many believe it gives political parties more flexibility ahead of the 2027 elections. Others believe it may open the door for more defections and political realignments, especially among politicians who may still be considering moving from one party to another before the elections. Some opposition supporters are already celebrating the judgment, arguing that certain deadlines were designed to limit political movement and strengthen the ruling party. Meanwhile, others believe this decision may force INEC to review and adjust its 2027 electoral timetable. The most important takeaway from this judgment is that the court emphasized that the Electoral Act is superior to INEC guidelines. INEC cannot create rules outside the powers granted to it by law. According to the judgment, statutory timelines established by the National Assembly must be respected. This development has already generated intense debate across the country, and many Nigerians are watching closely to see how political parties and INEC will respond in the coming weeks. So, what do you think about this judgment? Do you believe it will strengthen democracy and create a fairer political environment ahead of 2027? Or do you think it could create confusion in the electoral process? Drop your opinion in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Peter's Studio for more updates and political analysis.